welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mind of a Young Entrepreneur. Today is today is Saturday. It's Sunday, the 16th of November. But it has just been so chaotic in my head because I just felt like it didn't make sense, the things that I was doing. When your brain can't really get the hang of it or feel like this makes sense, it will try to distract itself. So the whole point of today was that I would finish this YouTube video that I was writing and that I would upload. Now the thing was, constantly in the back of my head, I was always second guessing, is this the right thing to do? Like tomorrow, when I've uploaded the video, then I need to do scripts again. And do I even can I even keep up with this? Keep writing short form scripts? And how do I do this whenever? Should I script this thing fully out so to make it the highest quality thing, like the YouTube video? Should I do fancy edits? Do I even have enough content in here to make clips so I can post 7 days a week? All these things. And whenever I sat down to write this thing and figure out what is the right way that I should do this? Should I again script this fully out, or should I just follow Alex Hormozi's content strategy, hook, retain, reward? Or what should I do in this particular thing? And how does this put together? Should I teach four things in this video, or should I just be around a story? All these chaos in my head, and I've really set myself up. Today is going to be the day. I'm going to do this thing right here. But as it progresses, this was just too overwhelming, and then your mind starts to seek other ways to get away from this overwhelm and to numb itself. And I've just realized the most important thing is just taking the problem by the root. And here the problem wasn't I couldn't script the thing or get this thing out. It was looking at my calendar, what needs to be done, looking at other people, what are they doing, and how can I model them, and what should I not model because I'm not at their stage. So now what I did was that I figured out, all right, my main channel will be YouTube, because that is where I can teach, I can help most people, teach most people, and I can really do an impact because I have more time to teach the things that I'm teaching and get my message across. All right, then I'll figure out, okay, it's YouTube. We're going all in on YouTube. That's why, all right, when you're going all in on YouTube, you should not do all these, how can I create scripts for Instagram then? Because it will just take away your focus. Because if I'm sitting here and figuring out how can I write the best YouTube video as possible, and the next, tomorrow I'm worrying about how can I create 7 scripts for the rest of the week, it won't work. So that's why, again, I focused on now it's only YouTube. So I will create now 2 YouTube videos a week to create the best videos ever. Now, again, it's still a one-man show here. I can't make this fancy editing and make all these things, but what I can do is try to see how can I get the most out of my time and still do as much volume as possible. So that's why I figured out what I'm going to do here is only focus on YouTube, and then I'm going to focus on the thumbnail, make it as good as possible, make the title as good as possible, make the big idea of the video as great as possible, and then make the first few minutes of it as great as possible, and then from then just give value. So if I have all these 5 things in line, then we have a video right there, and now it's just time for me to record. And I will do it just talking to the camera here, because I feel there's more learnings and things to get from when I'm just speaking freely here. And instead of scripting everything, which will take too much time, like I can just figure out these 5 things, then start the camera, follow them in order, and then sit down, edit it. And then from there, we'll have, if we have 2 videos every single week, there's like, I need to have just 4 or 3 clips from each video. So in total, from 2 videos, we need to have 7 clips, because if I want to upload a clip every single day, a short form. So that will be the best thing here, because if I have to like let me just think, like 4 videos or 4 weeks with 7 videos a week, that's 42 videos a month. And that's quite a lot of topics. And again, I could find like that many topics and create a lots of spin-offs on these things. But what I would rather do is make whole YouTube videos about it, and then make it as good as, like, put more effort and energy into my YouTube videos to make them good, so they can be presented as clips afterwards. And again, this takes practice, but again, like it's so fun. Like I went from posting every single day, then I went from not posting, and then posting 1 day a week, and then like short after that I figured out I would rather, like, then I posted 1 video a week, and then I scripted 7 reels from a week, and then I figured out like it might as well just be better for me to like create banger videos, because that was the first intention with this, and then have the quality in the videos, and then just like doing the volume in the clips. So, and again, this is mostly for me, like to allow me to do the client work and to do the outbound here. And again, I can't, like, I don't have the same team as Alex Emosi. I don't have the same like content team as Russell Brunson, all the other people, because again, what they are doing is that they are creating some long form content. Like he has probably selected out a few days of his month to do like massive volume of content, and then he has his content team to clip it down to videos, and then from videos down to short form clips, and then from short form clips down to posts on Twitter and on all the other platforms, for example also carousel on Instagram. And again, if I had more time, I would be doing this. But I think the biggest ROI here is getting good and speaking to the camera and having long form clips and like this good chunk of value that I'm just giving, and then we can clip it down afterwards. So yeah, because again, this is only for me to allow me to again learn, but also like, so when I'm doing outbound, people can see that I'm doing like YouTube, like I'm putting stuff out there and I'm giving value. And for me, like, it just makes sense that this way that I've figured out. And now it allows me to have like full clarity on the things that I'm working, because if you don't have clarity, you'll just like get lost in the clutter, and your mind will start to drift away, and you will focus on something else, and then like a whole weekend or a whole week just pass by and you've not done anything. And when you start, you want to do the work, like you get irritated on yourself because you want to do the work but you can't because it's too big of a mess. Like you will start to back out once you try to jump in. So figuring out the problem, taking it by the root and solving it, and then getting like moving on, because the problem was there was too much clutter. I didn't have the like right vision for where I wanted to go with this. And when I didn't have that, like I couldn't write, I couldn't figure out if this, I kept second guessing myself whenever I sat down and wanted to do the work. So again, like I've got some great feedback on the videos that I've scripted, and I think I can make as good of like the video that I've got the best feedback on. I feel like, let me just take a look. So on YouTube, the video that I've got the best feedback on here is the one with a great idea, and I can make like, I feel like I can do the same in a YouTube video. Like, it's just more content units put together. And what Alex Hormozi describes as a content unit is that you need to hook people, you need to reward, like you need to hook people, you need to retain people, and you need to reward them. And the more of these I can string together, the longer the content that I can make. So I just have to be conscious about when I'm making long form content to keep like these content units as tight as possible, so people can I can use them for clips, and people will like see all the way through in my videos. That's the strategy. So I have here one that is about like how the vitamin gummies like sold what people wanted instead of what they needed. And that was a funny angle and a good teaching. So like it had 780 views. So I can like, this makes sense for me to create a whole YouTube video about something like that and going in more depth with that. And then I can have more of these videos, but just clipped down. So that's why. And then we have, this is also again another thing. This is about creating a unique mechanism. I asked them if they would rather go on the modified carbohydrate diet or the South Beach diet, and putting people on the spot here. Like, this would be a good hook, and again, a good story, a good example that I can use in a long form video. Again, and this will just save me time, because if I set off a whole video or whole thing, a whole day, for preparing for the video, what is this going to be about, figuring out these 5 things that we talked about, and then filming that video and like making an effort out of it. And then I can go in and then like edit the video and make sure like it's spitze, it's working. And then I can create the thumbnails, like make that really good. And then I can clip these things down, make sure that I just have like at least 3 to set, like for 2 videos, I have at least 7 content units, and I will have that, that's for sure. Just have to clip it like correctly. And then it might take 2 days for 2 videos, or it might take 3 days if I need extra time. Because again, it's this big balance, and then the caveat of me not like me having to do it myself and not having the time. It's this balance of like having them as much quality as possible and having as much quantity as possible, like the volume. And then it's also a balance of me freeing myself to do the other work, like client work, working on my business, and doing outbound. So from what I can see here, like I've uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos already on YouTube Shorts. And there's 2 video that is peaking right now. And that means like I can just do more of that. And yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded, like 10 days since I uploaded on my main channel. And if I can put more attention to that, like YouTube will just be like people, it's both a search engine and it's a place, an interruption place, because people will like see my video in this sidebar, and if I can just make it appealing that people press on it, or now that I've picked my topic VSLs, when people type VSLs in the search engine, like I just have to be the first one that comes up, and then people will be hooked, and have this hook, retain, reward. Like make sure that that is like embedded in my videos, because when it is, people get hooked, they get retained, they watch all this way through, they have curiosity, and then they get rewarded. And the more times they get rewarded for this, the more times they will keep watching my content and they will come back. Because if I don't deliver on the things that I'm saying, like people will just click off and like I will destroy my personal brand. So I think if I can just make this with YouTube and just only focus on that, because by me focusing on two things, it's just limiting me. If I have to focus on how can I make the best, excuse me, the best Instagram script, how can I make the 7 best Instagram scripts, or how can I make 2 great YouTube scripts, I think I would take YouTube scripts every single day, because it just has a higher chance of reliving, and then I can use it to Instagram, and then like all of a sudden maybe one day I can have a social media strategist, like turn it into a carousel, like I can post stories. Like a thing that I probably would do was like when these clips I'm posting on Instagram, when they take off, like I can use stories to take all like this following and then convert them. I think I will do that when it's time. But now it's probably just like doing volume on YouTube, clipping these things down and just giving value, because I want this thing, whenever I'm looking back on Alex Hormozi's content, like I'm taking him as an example, because like he's the mentor for this, like he's the one that I'm looking up to right now. Like what he did was also like back in the days, he was just giving value. And then he saw like people said like this channel who has 3,000 subscribers, like wait a year and he will get a million. And he did that. And then like it was just because he was giving value. He was giving more than he was asking. And the more value I can give, and I feel like I can give that in a better way on YouTube than I can or on Instagram, like I feel like that's the way to go. So we are resettling. So basically my days sounds like this. Like on Mondays, I'll do a YouTube video prep. I'll film the YouTube. I'll create the thumbnail and edit the video, and then I'll turn them into clips. Then we have Tuesdays and Wednesdays as outbound days, and then we will put in some like deep work and client sessions in there as well. Then we have Thursdays, that's inbound, which is the same day, which is basically the same thing as I did on Mondays. And then we have Friday, which is an outbound day again. And then we have Saturday and Sunday, which is working on business day. And we'll just swap those out if needed with client work days. So I think that is it. And now I feel so empowered because I have so much more clarity now. Like I feel like tomorrow I'm just gonna focus on making this video the greatest video ever. Bang, there I have it. Instead of, because what I did before was that now I focused on this. Like I will write about my new videos about how you create the best lead. Oh, what should I focus on tomorrow? Now I have to figure out 7 ways about this. This is a bit of a ramble, but I feel so much more clarity right now. And again, this is just finding my way, because this is a one-man show right now, and finding out how can we do the best work, like how can we have the most quality and giving away as much value as possible while having the consistency and volume in place as well. And then balancing that with me having as much time to do outbound, which is going to move my business the most, and then having as much time to create the best product in the world, which also is going to move me the most, and then working on my business, looking for this feedback. How can we redo things and improve all the time? And that's basically what I'm doing right now. It's like I'm working on my business right now. There is a constraint there's a fire, I'm putting out the fire, and then we are growing from that. That's just how we have to see it. And every time I feel like there's something that's blocking me, it's all about focusing on the root cause instead of just a symptom. So that being said, I guess that was it for this video. I will take a workout. I will like run these ideas through my brain again, and then I will come back and I'll just take action on this we've just discussed right now. So take care, peace, bye.